So you can see that I'm not the sharpest knife in the drawer when it comes to managing all these meetings. I do a lot of these Zoom meetings, and sometimes it doesn't work out, but I think we got it now. So thank you for joining. Glad you're here. I hope you're in a place that's not too hot. I have the fan on this time, so I should be okay. Because I didn't record the last one, we're repeating it. So I'd like to say by popular demand, but I think we'll just say due to incompetence, we're repeating it and recording it. So the title of this class, of last week's class, is Stepping into the Present. Oh, let me see what's happened now. Okay. So present moment is a phrase that's utilized a lot in Asian spiritual traditions, particularly in Buddhism, but also in Taoism. That's a translation, and there are other ways to conceptualize present moment. Of course, you can't conceptualize present moment, but we can refer to this kind of slippery thing, if we like, as timelessness. So present moment means not the past and not the future. And if you keep slicing and dicing it, it gets infinitely small. So it can't be measured and it can't be conceptualized by the linear mind. So timelessness, for me, it brings me a little closer to it. In Western traditions and Christian traditions and Hebrew and others, they talk about eternity, but Buddhists usually don't. And the reason is because it's eternal compared to what? So timelessness just takes us out of the whole paradigm of past, present, and future. Okay? So basically, everything that we experience is in the past. And by that I mean there's a slight gap between our direct experience and our perception of it. Okay, so if we think of something, it's already past, and if we take something in through our senses, it's already lagged a little bit from the experience. And we know that when we're babies, when we're born, that the entire visual field that we experience is upside down, for instance, because of the pinhole effect of the lenses of the eye. Everything is reversed. And so we have to learn and perceive reality by actually flipping it over. So our mind does constantly with seeing, our mind is doing this gymnastic thing of writing the images. And so it's that perception, whether it's external with our senses or internal in our mind, it's that perception that separates us from reality. or from the present moment. So that's the conditions. That's called conditioning. And those are the conditions of life on this planet. And the good news is that we don't have to be trapped in that. We tend to think that that's what reality is. And it works pretty well most of the time. But when we want to move through or transcend separateness, that actually means coming into the present moment without this filter of perception. And we can do that. It's our natural state. So it seems to be a rarefied state because we're so used to living in a world of forms and separateness. But it's actually, it's here and now. It's the present moment. It's all we have, actually. So the question isn't how do we get to it? It's like, how could we not know this sort of thing? So in Qigong, we'll start with some loosening exercises and so on. But we're going to be gradually moving into the present moment, using the body and the movements. So it's a lot of talk, and what we really want is direct experience. So just come into the standing body. The sense of present moment can arise in any situation. It's most likely to arise in stillness and in silence. So we can be moving and still be still. Okay, so focusing a little more on the out breath and dropping down into the body, into the felt sense of standing. We can get very close to this present moment effortlessly by resting at the end of the out breath. So let's try that a few breaths. Just follow the out breath, extend it, and then rest in the space before the next in breath comes in. All right, and let's together, let's bow to the 7 directions. So starting with the north. And let's bow to the north. Turning to the right. To the east. South. West. above, below, and within. All right, let's loosen up the neck and the shoulders. Circle the shoulders and so we're opening the chest and we're opening the back with this movement. And then reversing the direction. Okay, and let's go into the backwash, followed by tree and spring. Eyes are following the hands. Inhale up. Exhale down. Or you can do it more slowly. Do 2 breaths. In breath, out breath, in breath, out breath. In the backwash, start with the head, gets very heavy. And bringing the attention to the vertebrae and opening each vertebrae as we go down. And just resting for a few breaths, bent over. You can turn slightly to the side if you want to stretch your sides a little. Coming up, fingers are pointing to the center of the body. Feeling that going up, out, touching into the universe, embracing all that is. And pointing down to the earth, and then repeat. The eyes are looking inward and moving inside the body with the hands, and then out, top of the head. Pointing, feeling this go up inside the body. Out and down. And one more. Qigong is based entirely on nature. And so there's a lot of repeating images. One of them is clouds. So let's practice a few of these cloud movements. The clouds are the thinning of form. So it's moving from solidity, from something heavy, solid, into something that's more diffuse. So Qi is very cloud-like. So first one, let's do wave hands through clouds. It's as if there's a string connecting the palms. We're at the center line, and the hands aren't going to move. We're just going to turn the waist. So we turn in the direction of the upper hand, turn the waist. When we get turned, switch the hands and turn the waist again. Switch the hands, turn the waist. So we want to move with the breath. Shift the weight. Turn the waist. You're going to let the heel come up. It's a very free, easy, open movement. So we actually kind of feel this cloud energy. We feel it with the breath, the softness of the movement, the quality of floating. The switching of the hands. The upper hand is formlessness. The lower hand is form. And we keep on switching. And one becomes the other. Yin becomes yang. Yang becomes yin. This is just the dance. It's just the dance of birth and death. In breath, out breath. Moving through clouds. Let's do a few more. Reduce the movements. The body is light. It's as if the arms, the hands are floating in water and they're just buoyed up. There's a lightness. There's also a heaviness, the weight of the body. Okay, now let's in breath, separate the hands, out breath. And one more. Okay, and then opening in breath. The body is heavy and the breath is light. So with the breath, open the body and then close. Let's just do one more. Okay, next one, we'll go into parting the clouds. So dip the knees, palms face each other, the elbows face each other. We watch the hands go up. When they get all the way up to the top, they'll flip around this way, and then we'll part the clouds. And that happens way up here. I'm going to stretch way up here. Part the clouds. Come down. Touch the earth and repeat. Palms, arms, watch them go up, back to back. Part the clouds. When we part the clouds, now we're not just waving hands through clouds. We're actually parting the clouds so the light of the sun or the moon, the stars, the cosmic light of the universe can come down through the forehead and fill the body all the way down. Part the clouds slowly, really visualize, feel the light of the universe filling the body. And use the eyes looking inward, bringing it down, filling the entire body. The body is one with the stars. And repeat. Separate the clouds. This is kind of like looking up, parting the clouds. It's like this waterfall or shower of light comes down, fills the body. Use the eyes, look inward, bring it all into the body and through the body into the earth. Okay, let's do two more. Part the clouds. Look inward. Fill the body. And down. So that present moment could be just when the clouds part. If we want to pick a particular moment, it could be that one. It could be anyone. But okay. So next one, This is traditionally taught as rainbow clouds because rainbow light in the Qigong and the Taoist traditions is healing. It's considered to be healing light or healing Qi. We're bringing in all the colors, all the frequencies, which are all related to the organs. If you remember, we've done smiling to the organs. Each organ is a different color. And so by bringing in rainbow light, we're energizing and harmonizing the organs. And that's fine. A little variant on that is pastel light. Which is a little kind of more cloudy light. So whichever works for you. Well, this is very simple. So start with the right hand. So we're going to come up and we're going to reach out beyond the edge of the universe to the rainbow clouds or the pastel clouds. The hand is infinitely long, brings back the light into the heart and fills the body. And down. And then other hand. Really visualize this. You're reaching out, extend your hand goes out infinitely long, beyond the edge of the universe, rainbow clouds or pastel clouds. Gather, and we're bringing that, filling the body again. And other side. So move with your breath. This can also be done with the hands at the heart. There may be sounds associated with this or sensations, bringing in the light into the body. Let's do one more each side. So clouds are air and sky and lungs and breath. And let's now move into flying crane. In breath. So please do any variation of flying crane that you like, any that you know. Let's reduce the movements. Okay. The next one is called cicada or cicada, named after the insect that sheds its shell, and we'll see those sometime in the next few weeks around. They're amazing beings, but you may find this perfect split, empty shell where the insect has just left it and crawled out. So the empty shell, or the shell, I should say, the shell is what separates us from newness, from present moment. The shell forms, and it keeps getting thicker. And so this is sort of an act of birth, this Qigong. And this is unique because we're actually going to step. Qigong is always done grounded, rooted, without moving the feet, but we're going to step. So here are the movements. So we'll start with the fingers at the center line pointing down. I'll just do the hands. So we're going to point the fingers at the center line of the body, coming up, all the way up. Okay, and then we've cut a slit in this shell of the body, and then we're going to put our fingers in there, and we're just going to open the whole thing up all the way down. Open it up, and then shift the weight and step forward through the opening and step forward and stand. Okay, and then we'll step back and repeat. So we'll start with dipping the knees, in breath. Now, with this, we're visualizing laser beams of light coming out of the fingers and cutting through the shell all the way up. And then we're going to open it. There will be sounds here. There will be images as we open this, crack open this thing. Shift the weight. Step through. Step through. Standing position 1. Okay, and let's step back. Okay, so just once again, the visualization comes from the heart. All the rainbow light and so on in the heart. It's going to go out through the arms, through the fingers, be expressed through the fingertips into this shell. And it's going to just cut right through it as it goes up. Okay? And be open to visualizing, hearing, whatever it is. Okay, so let's do this together. Ready? Here we go. In breath. Grab. Open. Shift. Step. Shift. Step. relax. Okay, and then repeat. Okay, here we go. Point down. Hear it, feel it, see it. Open. Rest at the end of the out breath. Okay, step back. Okay, what's the shell? The shell is our identity, our separateness. Ready? Cutting through. Opening. Okay, let's do a few more. Take it slow if you like. Really feel it, hear it, see it. Okay, the shell can be your body, can be any aspect of your identity, can be your mind. Let it crumble. Total vulnerability when we step through. Rawness. Completely unprotected and completely safe. Nothing to lose. All right, let's do one more. stepping out of the past into the present moment. Okay? And let's just do this simple. That was then, this is now. Okay? Just about everything we've done together tonight. So that was then, this is now. That was then, this is now. The Cicada Qigong. That was then. This is now. That was then. Okay, let's go ahead and bring up your stool or chair. And use the Lan Fa. If you like, you can use the breath and the memory and the feeling to repeat any of the movements we've done. Flying crane or parting the clouds, Cicada, Qigong, whatever it is. Use the eyes. The present moment can be empty, or it can be full. It can include everything. The past is with us like a shadow, like an echo. It's all in the body and the mind. It just takes an intention to leave it behind, step through it, move through it, take off the heavy backpack, let go of the old suit of clothes, let the body go, and breathe into the present moment. Everything that unfolds, all of the impermanent forms that come and go, move in boundlessness. They arise and pass away in complete stillness. That is nowhere, and that is timeless. Let's take a few more breaths. And then just gently bring ourselves fully into the body and to the place. Maybe move your fingers, move your toes a little, open your eyes. Okay, so let's clap together. 1, 2, 3. Make heat. Massage the eye sockets with the heels of the hands. Comb back the hair with the fingernails. Tug on the ears. Make loose fists. Tap the kidneys. Massage the kidneys. Thank you for your practice.